So I wanted to talk about this pattern, this very concerning thing I've been noticing, and I don't think it's been getting enough coverage, but I am seeing it start to pop up, and there's this thing going on. It's very quiet and subtle, but it's happening in the shadows. It's a story about people who deal in facts, in data, in the fundamental laws of our universe. And it's a story about them all starting to vanish. The House Oversight Committee announced it's investigating. The FBI says it's spearheading the effort. And at least 11 scientists and researchers connected to sensitive U.S. nuclear and aerospace programs have either died or disappeared in recent years. It's not getting the proper attention it should, but there is attention on this. And so far, the official word is just they're looking for a connection. So I want to run through some of the people on this list, and it reads to me like some sort of casting call for a spy thriller movie. You have Nuno Loureiro, an MIT professor and leading fusion energy scientist, gunned down outside of his home in December. A man working on the future of clean energy, silenced. Then you have Carl Grillmeyer, a Caltech astrophysicist who collaborated with NASA, shot to death in his home. His crime? Searching for water on other planets. And then there's the disappearances like Monica Riza, a high-level aerospace engineer at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, vanishes during a hike suddenly in Los Angeles. The story I read on her was very interesting. She was hiking with a friend. When this friend turned around, she just suddenly disappeared. This is like some missing 411 type of shit. William Neal McCasland, a retired Air Force Major General who once commanded the Air Force Research Laboratory in the heart of Pentagon's advanced tech, walks out of his New Mexico home, leaving behind his phone, his glasses, his entire life, never to be seen again. And at Los Alamos, the birthplace of the atomic bomb, two more vanish, Melissa Cassius and Anthony Chavez, both connected to the lab, gone. One leaves behind a phone that's been factory reset, a digital scrub. Now the immediate, rational, and statistically probable explanation is it's all just a coincidence. The government itself is hesitant to jump to conclusions. A Democrat on the Oversight Committee, Representative Walkinshaw, points out that the U.S. has thousands of nuclear scientists, and removing 10, 11, however many, wouldn't cripple the program. Families of some of the victims have pointed to medical issues or personal struggles. And that's the narrative that we were supposed to consider, that a fusion expert, a UFO whistleblower, and an astrophysicist and multiple nuclear lab workers all just happen to have tragic, unrelated endings. It's possible in a country of 330 million people, strange coincidences do happen. But let's be honest with ourselves for a moment. Is that the story that feels true? Or does the more plausible story involve motive? Does it involve actors who don't want fusion energy developed, who don't want the secrets of aerospace research shared, who have a vested interest in what is or isn't happening at places like Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, long rumored to be the keeper of secrets that go far beyond simple terrestrial technology? The FBI director himself, Kash Patel, till he's eventually fired, said they are looking for connections to foreign actors and nefarious conduct. The White House is involved. The president called it pretty serious stuff. Yes, the dictator-in-chief. This isn't just like some internet chatter anymore. This is the highest levels of government acknowledging that the coincidence theory might not be enough. So we're left connecting these dots. And when you start to connect them, a few potential pictures begin to emerge. None of them are comforting. Theory 1, the most obvious, foreign espionage. This is the one that our government would want us to believe. A rival nation like China or Iran is systematically removing our top minds to cripple our technological edge. It's clean, simple, it's a Cold War narrative. It makes us the victims and them the villains. It is plausible, but it feels a bit too simple for me. Too much like a movie script. Like, why would they be so messy? Why would it be so public? Why target such a wide range of fields from fusion to astrophysics to UFOs? It lacks a certain strategic elegance. Then there's theory 2, the corporate conspiracy. What if it's not a nation state, but a corporation or a coalition of them? Think about it. Who benefits the most from the fusion industry not being developed? The entire fossil fuel industry. Who benefits from revolutionary aerospace tech being suppressed? The legacy defense contractors who are already making billions from 50-year-old technology. In this scenario, these scientists aren't being killed by foreign spies. They are being culled by the boardroom executives who see them as a threat to a multi-trillion-dollar status quo. It's not patriotism. It's all about the stock price. Then there's theory 3, the one that lives in the shadows. This is the one that gets into the deep weeds. What if these scientists stumbled into something that they weren't supposed to? What if the work at Los Alamos and Wright-Patterson isn't just about nuclear weapons or next-gen fighter jets? What if it's about something far stranger? Something that would shatter our entire understanding of technology, physics, and our place in the universe. In this scenario, the disappearances aren't about preventing a discovery. They're about controlling one that's already been made. They're cleaning up a leak. Now, I know some people will say that the government will figure it out and they'll tell us the truth. And to that, I have to say, are you fucking serious? Are you watching the same country that I am? The current government is the most openly corrupt, the most shamelessly dishonest that I have ever seen in my lifetime. They lie with the ease of breathing. They invent their own reality on a daily fucking basis and expect us to live in it. They are the absolute last people on earth we should trust for any factual information, let alone the truth about a conspiracy this deep. This is an administration that openly prefers fanatical Christian devotion over fact-based science. They have packed our courts and our agencies with people who believe that the earth is 6,000 years old. They look at a scientist and see not a seeker of truth, but a threat to their dogma. A government that embraces alternative facts is a government that is, by definition, at war with the very people who deal in actual facts. So when they tell us that they're investigating it, what they really mean is that they're managing the narrative. They're deciding which version of the truth that we're allowed to hear. A government that has already shown it will choose faith over science is more than capable of hiding a scientific truth that doesn't fit its agenda. They are the foxes guarding the henhouse of our national security and our collective knowledge. So no, I won't be waiting for the official report. I'll be watching the patterns. I'll be reading the lines. Because in a world where the truth is a liability and the scientists are the ones disappearing, the only person you can trust to connect the dots is yourself. But yeah, there's some food for thought. If you guys want to look into this, go ahead. There's plenty out there. Very interesting stuff. But if you watch this long, thanks for watching and see you in the next one.